Okay, so I'm up in the shipping room today and we have a pretty amazing array of guitars. I'm not sure if we've ever shipped out so many customs in 1 week, and partly that's because we just got back to work again, and I was doing a lot of custom work over the lockdown, and then the guys were able to finish those through as soon as they came back. So we've got some slot head guitars, some nylons, fan fret nylon in there. We've got a Chimera, got a 12-string baritone. We've got 3 super treble harp guitars, a regular harp guitar, and a 10-string ballad bass at the end. So you want to watch this one through. If you're interested in Emerald custom guitars, then this is the shipping video for you. So the first one we're going to start off with, this really should be a custom, but this is just a standard now, which just kind of shows you how far we've been able to take our guitar designs. This is an X10 level 3, and what really makes it stand out is its pickup system. So it's got the Crebo humbucker, 6 individual height adjustable piezo saddles, and also MIDI connectivity as well. This one's finished in this beautiful green quilted maple with the green carbon, and then with the X10 it's got that fantastic deep cutaway, beautiful contoured body, so and a really nice slim neck. So fantastic guitar for somebody who wants really nice fast playing, and so that's going out to James in California. Next one we have is Donald in New Hampshire, and Donald is getting this copper brown quilted maple X20. Copper brown is a really nice color. It's got those more kind of earthy tones, and the same finish then over the carbon on the back and sides. Then we have Stephen in Tennessee, and Stephen is getting this X20 red carbon. A couple of little extra details that he's added to this one. He's upgraded it to the LR Bags Anthem pickup system that we have mounted in here, and then we can see the tuners. We've taken it from the standard Cosmo Black tuners that we usually use and gone to the chrome. So a couple of nice little details that just personalizes it for Stephen. Then we have Tom in New Mexico, and Tom's gone for one of our X20 nylons. The X20 nylon is a really great guitar. It's definitely not for the purist of classical players, but somebody who likes a kind of a crossover guitar between steel and nylon, then this fits really well. The neck has been designed with 48 millimeters at the nut. It's got a radius fretboard, so it feels, a lot less foreign if you're coming from a standard steel playing background. Beautiful sound, a lot of bass in these guitars, and nice balance right across, and nice in that red carbon. Next one we have going out to Gavin and Victoria in Australia. He's gone for the green carbon X20 lefty. So the X20 is the one guitar model that we do in left-handed, and this one has been fitted out with the extra LR Bags Anthem in here. Next up is going to Craig in Hawaii. Craig's a repeat customer. He's got a couple of X20s already, and he wanted another extra special one. So he's taken the X20, put this beautiful piece of cocoa veneer on top. The bridge, or the neck, we've put an extra cutaway into the end of the neck, and just add some little extra elegant design on here. It's also been given a pinless bridge, and also the slotted headstock. So it's the same hand carved headstock that we use on our nylon guitars, except on this one it's in a steel string, obviously. Back and sides is finished in the amber, and just overall it's a really elegant guitar. Really nice to see so many guitars going out to Hawaii. We send a lot out that way. So now this one is an X20 nylon, very similar to the previous one I showed you, except this one has fan frets. I think the scale length we use on this is 25.5 in the treble, going up to 26.5 on the bass side, and it just kind of gives a little bit extra definition on the bass strings, and also it gives a little bit more tension right in the center here as well. So the transition into the G string is maybe a little bit more balanced, I think, on this. I think it looks great as well, and The other thing we've done on this one is it's got the pickup system that we normally use on our X10. So it's got the height adjustable piezo pickups here, so 6 individual piezo pickups. So you can easily modify the string height, and gives great clarity and depth between each string. And also you got the MIDI as well, so very versatile guitar for a lot of different sounds. The other thing that's been added into this is an Ellerbags lyric. So the Ellerbags lyric just gives just that extra little bit of body sound from the guitar. So with the 2 separate outputs, he just has a choice of adding in some of the lyric. So very versatile pickup system, a lot of different sounds and choices. So that's Michael in Colorado, and he's also got one of our X10, so I think that's probably what gave him the idea for using those pickup systems in the X20. This is a X30 or big jumbo guitar. This one's going out to Findlay in Missouri. This one is finished in zircotti, really nice piece of dark zircotti. What I really like about this type of veneer is just the sort of the patchwork nature of it. It's got these very defined black lines, and it almost looks like it's almost pieced together like a jigsaw, and really eye-catching, really nice pattern, beautiful colors, and goes really well with the black carbon on the back and sides. Also it's got the Ellerbags anthem in there. Next up we have one going to Adrian and Devon, another repeat customer, and this is the X30 in quilted maple with blue transparent finish over the top, and we've also added the fret markers. You know, most of our guitars go out with the straight carbon finish on the fretboard, and but we've started offering some fret markers for people now as well. Just a nice little accent, also the side dots as well. Blue carbon back and sides, and it's also got the Ellerbags anthem. Then we've got Siki in California. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. They should give me pronunciations, but I may have butchered that. And he's a repeat customer also. He's a Synergy X20 and an X20 Koa, so he's gone for this X30 Koa this time. Koa has just beautiful color and depth in it. As I'm moving this, I hope you can see it the same way as I can see it. It just really is got that beautiful holographic movement to it. Very light quilting in the center, and just a lot of color and movement. Finished with that amber back and sides, and goes really well with Koa. And it's got the Ellerbags element system in there. Really beautiful guitar to look at, and I think when you strum that, you're going to find that it sounds fantastic too. Now, here's a really cool one. This is going out to Mark in Tennessee. This is an X30 12-string baritone. So we've taken our standard X30, we have widened the neck, we have changed the bridge, we have increased the scale length, also lengthened the neck slightly, and given it a baritone scale length of 27 inches. I just had a few strums of this one just before we started the video, and it sounds huge. It's just like an orchestra. Such a big full sound. Yeah, really impressive guitar. Beautiful to look at with this Cocobolo, and it's quite a cool piece as well because it's got the light wood on the sides, and I really like this little small bit of an accent coming up the center. 2 eyes here. We always almost try and give them a face a little bit. And it's got an Ellerbags anthem in there. The other thing that's on this is it's got glow-in-the-dark fret markers on the sides. If we turned the lights off, we would be able to see those stand out really well. So let's just check out the headstock here. The headstock to match beautifully as well. So really great sounding guitar, big full sound. I think the baritone 12 just really works well on that jumbo body. Now, Graham in Hong Kong has ordered this Chimera. This is our standard spec carbon fiber Chimera. 12 strings on top, 6 strings on the bottom. It's got under saddle piezo pickups under each saddle, and a little 3-way switch here. Also volume and tone controls in here, and you also have the option of a little mono and stereo switch. So you can have a mono output, blend everything on board, or you can have a stereo output and have it going to 2 separate units externally. So really versatile guitar. Just had a few Chimeras out to Hong Kong. Now we're into harp guitars. So this is the first. This is going to Cynthia in Florida, and Cynthia's already got a Synergy uke, and she's going to find this as a little bit more of a handful in the Synergy uke. An incredible instrument with the super treble strings. So we've got the subs here, regular guitar scale, and then 8 super treble strings. So this one has been given a candy stripe Paduc veneer. So beautiful colours with the reds, the light browns, and darker browns right the way through it. A lot of veins. Beautiful big piece that just works right the way up, seamlessly up the headstock or the harp arm. Gold with the red on the back and sides. So gold tuners with red carbon back and sides, and I think that actually works really well. I really like those colours. Yeah, I think the gold really picks up nicely with the lighter coloured tones here. You've got the reds of the carbon, really pick up the red tones here, and then the blacks, you know, that match the darker sections. Just overall, just a beautiful, beautiful guitar, and played will sound fantastic too. Next one is another repeat customer, Stephen in California. He's got a Synergy uke as well, and a Synergy X20, and this time he's gone for the super treble Synergy X20. So he's got the full trio. I'd actually really like to see a picture of all 3 together, so maybe you could send that to us. So this is the same instrument as the previous one, finished in our straight carbon fibre, just that black elegant carbon fibre, and this one has been given fan frets as well. So when we do fan frets on the harp guitars, we just do one continuous bridge rather than the separate bridges like we do in the others, and it gives a really nice look. It's the hand carved carbon saddle here as well, which really stands out, and I can't remember exactly, I think it's 25.5 to, or maybe 25 to 26, something around about that on the scale. I did a double check the specs, but yeah, a lot of fun building these harp guitars over the last while. Now, next one is going to Brandon in Alberta, and he runs a studio up there. I think it's Stir Studios, and he wanted just something that would give him really a lot of versatility, an awful lot of different sounds, and so he's gone for this super treble Synergy. It's got the 7 subs, 6 strings, and 8 super trebles. Now, the interesting one on this here is the pickup systems. Well, apart from the overall look, so we should talk about the look first of all. Beautiful piece of Pau ferro veneer, and just it's got a lot of contrasting areas. We've got the blacks, the different lines coming through it, and really stand out with the amber back and sides, and it's got the Cosmo black tuners. Then on the top he's added in Stir Studio, and that's been, I guess, designed to look properly when we're got it this direction. So that's the studio logo, which is nice to have on there. And right, pickup system here. So first of all, on the subs, we talked to our friends in Crevo that make the pickups for X10, and they made this custom pickup here, the custom humbucker for the subs, and you know, so he completely from the ground up designed that for us. It really sounds fantastic. Then we've got a DiMarzio Black Angel here as well. Then we've got our Ellerbags Lyric in here. And then we've got our standard pickup system that's got the under saddle element pickups and a separate element pickup under the super trebles. So an array of outputs. So 5 individual outputs, and possibly you can split some of these into stereo as well, so it should give you 6. So an absolute huge amount of variations, and I wanted everything really to be controlled individually. You know, trying to clump all that together into maybe one output or something and having everything on board is just really hard to do. Having it externally just gives you much more control out of it, and especially in a studio situation, I think that really will work well. So yeah, an awful lot of different variations, different ways to amplify this guitar, and it's definitely going to be fun learning it and learning its capabilities. So we look forward, hopefully we'll be able to see a video with this down the line. Definitely a guitar I'd like to see more of. So next we have Royston, Indiana, and this is Synergy X20 without the super treble. So this is what it starts off at, and I actually gave a little glimpse in one of the build videos recently of how I modify to make them into a super treble. So, so it comes out of the mold, this shape, and then we cut this section off and add in the section that houses the tuners for the super trebles. But this in its standard form, it's got the is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's actually got 7 subs. Our standard is 6, but we can add the extra in to give you the 7. So it's 7 subs, 6 strings, and it's got a beautiful big piece of quilted maple. It's pretty amazing to find a piece of quilted maple veneer that's able to do an entire top of a harp guitar without any seams, no book matches, just really beautiful piece, and beautifully finished in that amber burst, and amber back and sides, and gold tuners on the headstocks. So yeah, it's a really special array of harp guitars right there. We love building harp guitars. We don't do an awful lot of them. You know, it's not a huge market compared to our regular 6 strings, but we do them from time to time and just love them, especially when we get to customize them like that. Now here's a cool one to finish. This is John in Illinois, and this is a 10-string baller bass. So what we've done is we've taken our standard baller, we have widened the neck significantly. We have extended the headstock quite a lot, and we have then changed the bridge layout. So you've got the regular 5 strings and then octaves along with each one. And what that does is it just gives you a bigger, fuller sound. It just gives you that extra zing along with each note. Makes it louder, and yeah, it just gives a really cool dynamic. So definitely a very interesting guitar to finish. You see how we've done the headstock, so variation between the regular guitar tuners and the bass tuners, and I think it just really looks and functions really well, and all finished in amber. So that's it for this week. I'm kind of out of breath. It was a little bit of a marathon to get through all those, but what an amazing array of guitars. So that's a good part of the work that I've been working on over the lockdown. So all those custom modifications I mostly do myself, widening necks, changing scale lengths, adding on super trebles. That's the fun parts that I get to do. And what I will say at the moment, if you're interested in Emerald guitars and you're thinking about ordering, go and have a look at our stock section if you're interested in the stock guitar. But I will say at the moment our stock levels are pretty well depleted, so you might really want to consider a custom order. If you order a custom order, you get to choose the veneer. We have a wide array of different veneer choices. We can do different neck widths, fan frets, all those different configurations that we do on a regular basis, even some of the inlay work that we're now doing. So yeah, really consider ordering a custom guitar. At the moment, customs are running at about 4 months. We are putting things in place to actually shorten that lead time. We're trying to really get caught up on things. Some people are running behind on that 4-month lead time, significantly behind, and thank you for the patience if you're one of those guys. But we should, within about 6 weeks, we should have everybody right back up to that 4-month lead time, and then we'll start to see that shortening from there. So if you're not in a super hurry for a guitar, then maybe consider a custom build, and we can give you a great experience. And I'd look forward to working on that personally for you. So the other thing I will say as well, if you're interested in a custom, we have various different ways we can communicate with you. A lot of our communication is done by email. Sometimes in a custom, we can jump on a call with you. I can personally jump on a Skype call if it's a more complex custom. I can do that face to face with you, and spend maybe 30 minutes just looking at different options. And Skype can be really good. We can just fast forward it that way. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you really enjoyed those guitars. Let me know which one is your favorite. Some weeks I choose a favorite. I can't choose a favorite this week. They've just been kind of all a little bit personal, especially when I'm working on those myself. Yeah, let me know which one you like best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week.